What's good, my friends? Welcome back to Forex technical analysis for swing trading. Okay, so today is Friday and let's get started with USD index chart. So as of today, most of the market and price actions are happening below the yellow moving average line, which indicates the trend overall is down. USD is getting weak overall. That means we're gonna look for opportunities to sell USD. So in the USD index chart, we have original down leg, retracement, original downtrend. Then market has retraced into a good zone around the 50 to 60% zone here, and soon market is expected to return into original trend if the original trend is still down. So that means we're gonna look for opportunities to sell USD. So let's write it down. Today is September 19th, Friday. USD index trend is down. Our decision overall is to look for opportunities to sell USD. Okay, let's analyze USD Japan yen. So here we have a lot of candles hanging out below the yellow moving average line, but unfortunately, in terms of the price action, I need at least the 50% of the candles, 50% of the down leg has to exist downside of the yellow moving average line to be considered downtrend. So I'm gonna wait until this price level is broken down. Then I'll be sure that USD Japan yen will have a downtrend which will correspond to USD index chart. Then we will be ready to sell USD Japan yen. Right now, technically speaking, it is considered that trend is still up like this. Market is retracing with the fake out. So which obviously conflicts with our USD index chart. That's why we're not gonna trade USD Japan yen. So let's write it down. USD Japan yen trend is considered still up with fake out, which conflicts with the USD index. That's why we're not gonna trade. Okay, let's analyze the loonie Canada dollar. So again, the same story. So first off, of course, a lot of candles are hanging out below the moving average line, but notice that we have down candles here, up candles here, and also down candles here. So there's a potential that market is doing the sideways action. So since there is a not strong indication that USD Canada dollar is having downtrend, we're not gonna force any trade. Even though a lot of candles still hanging out below the yellow moving average line, we need at least the 50% of the down leg has to behave below the moving average line, right? And for that to happen, the price has to break down this support level. So until that, market is considered definitely not having an uptrend. So definitely not considered having a downtrend. So we're gonna wait on the loonie. So let's write it down. USD Canada dollar market is likely doing sideways action. That's why we're not gonna trade loonie. Okay, USD Schweizer franc. So here we have nice down leg, nice down leg, retracement, nice down leg, and currently market has retraced around 50% zone here. So right now USD Schweizer franc looks very good to sell. You can wait little bit until market reaches back again into 50% zone here. Then you're good to sell USD Schweizer franc. So the legs down leg sides is very nice, and this resistance level is a really strong resistance level. So if the trend is still down, and this is a really strong resistance, so sell USD Schweizer franc when it hits the 50% retracement good zone. Then set your stop loss around above this resistance and you'll be good to go. And of course you can set your take profit at the Fibonacci extension 1.618 down here. So let's write it down. USD Schweizer franc trend is down, which corresponds to USD index chart. Leg size is really nice, demonstrating that really strong resistance at 50% retracement. So I have sold all of my available position on the New Zealand dollar USD. That's why I'm not have additional position to risk. So if you're looking right now, looking for opportunity to trade USD Schweizer franc, looks very good to sell. And as we will see later on, there are multiple pairs that demonstrate equally good opportunities. So at this point, it's really up to you to decide which one to trade. So in terms of USD Schweizer franc, it looks very good to sell right now. Okay, pound USD. So here, obviously, the majority of the candles are hanging out above the yellow moving average line, indicating the uptrend. Pound USD having an uptrend means that USD is getting weak against Great Britain pound, right? So that means that corresponds to USD index chart, and that's why pound USD is good to trade. So we have original uptrend, resistance, retracement, then return into original uptrend. So far market has retraced around the 50 to 60% zone here. Right now market is doing uptrend with the fake out. It's a really good, right now market is at a really good zone to trade. You can buy pound USD right now. Okay, so let's write it down. Pound USD trend is up, leg size is nice, market is currently at the 60% zone here, doing the fake out, and you can buy pound USD right now. Obviously, of course, you will set your stop loss below the local minimum here, which is a really strong support, and you will set your take profit at the Fibonacci extension 1.618 up there. Your risk and reward ratio should be around 1 to 3. Okay, anyway, let's proceed. Next pair is Euro USD. So as you guys can see, majority of the candle is hanging out above the yellow moving average line, indicating uptrend, which means USD is getting weak against the euro. So that's why we are good to sell Euro USD. Okay, so we have original up leg, retracement, up leg. Now market has retraced into 50% zone here. So in general, I would like to trade Euro USD because Euro USD seems to be more stable compared to pairs like pound USD and New Zealand dollar USD. So it's really up to you to choose. So right now, if your favorite pair is Euro USD, it looks really good to buy right now. So set your stop loss below the local minimum here, which is a really good support, and set your take profit at the Fibonacci extension 1.618 up there. So right now Euro USD looks very good to buy. Okay, Euro USD market Trend is up, leg size is nice. Market is currently at a 50% retracement, and Euro USD looks perfect to buy right now. Again, the Aussie, the same story. So we have nice up leg retracement, up leg. Market has retraced it nicely into 50% zone here, which is a great zone to buy Euro Aussie right now. So majority of the price action is hanging above the Euro moving average line, indicating the uptrend, which corresponds perfectly to USD index chart. So right now, Aussie looks, if Aussie is your favorite pair to trade, it looks perfect to buy right now. Okay, let's write it down. Aussie market trend is up with the fake out. Currently market at 50% zone here. It's perfect to buy Aussie right now. Okay, New Zealand dollar USD. So here, of course, market is behaving consistently above the yellow moving average line, right? So that indicates the original trend is up. So we have nice up leg like this, and market has been retracing consistently into 50 to 60% zone here. And yesterday I bought all of my available positions at the 50% zone here, and I set my stop loss below the local minimum here, and I set my take profit at the Fibonacci extension 1.618 down here. My risk and reward ratio is about 1 to 3. So I'm not trading any other positions because I have risked all of my available positions on New Zealand dollar USD. So New Zealand dollar USD seems to be retracing a little bit more than compared to other pairs, but that's expected. Market is currently doing the fake out. Market could retrace a little bit more like this, and it should soon return into original uptrend. So anyway, let's write it down. New Zealand dollar USD trend is up with the fake out. Market is around the 70% retracement. That's fine. I bought 0.6% of risk and say 0.6% of my account at 50% retracement. So that is a perfect execution of my trading system. So let's write it down. So what do we see overall, guys? Last couple of weeks USD was really strong, but last 2-3 days trend has reversed, and since then USD is getting weak. We were looking for opportunities to sell USD, and yesterday market retraced into really good zone in most of the pairs: USD, Schweizer franc, pound USD, Euro USD, Aussie, New Zealand dollar USD. They all right now presenting great opportunities to sell USD. So I mainly focused on New Zealand dollar USD because it retraced most. Then I detected the trend perfectly according to my trading system, waited until pair retraced into a good zone around 50%. Then I sold USD against New Zealand dollar USD. So which is again perfect execution of my trading system. Now all I can do is wait, let market hit stop loss or take profit. The probability trading edge is on my side. Alright guys, thank you for your time. See you next time.